Hello everyone and welcome back to Calmlands. This is the multiplayer co-op with Nordic Farming and we've reached episode number 94. We are down at South Bank, well in the middle of South Bank field. This is where we harvested our cotton last time and we've set a worker to get on with the ploughing because the field needs ploughing after cotton. And yes, we're leaving this worker to do the job for us, as we'll need to drill this field with the next crop, and I think it's fair to say that all the other fields need drilling as well. That's right, when we look at the map we can see it is a sea of purple, which is harvested, or where we have ploughed some of the fields like Cowman and Lakeside. But Nordic and I's plan today is to get all the crops re-drilled, and I think we're going to try and get all the drilling done this month and then leave the planting to next month. So we're going to start with North Wall up the top and we're going to put soybeans in there, and then we're going to move on to Lakeview to put canola in, and then Cowman and Lakeside we're going to put soybeans again. So we are hopping in the Fendt Vario and we just need to back up a little bit to get the drill attached, the Vadestad Seed Hawk, and Nordic is in the Class Zerian. I think he's got the drill and air cart attached as well. Here he is. Oh, I think he is trying to do a top-up, which is very handy before we get started. So let's get the air cart hatches opened up so he can come give us a top-up as well. Beacons on. Nordic has topped us up with seed, and we only need seed for now. We can wait with the solid fertilizer because we're starting with soybeans and they do not need fertilizer with precision farming active, so that is good. We'll get soybeans selected so we don't forget. Now we have some other workers. They are going to start doing some drilling on Pig Farm and Hillside to my left and right. They've got the smaller Vadestad direct drills. I think it's the New Holland Genesis and the Schluter that's doing that job. So hopefully we will spin round at some point later this afternoon and see them in action. I can see some drill lines over there, but fortunately the tractors are in the distance. So Nordic and I will head over to North Wall and we can get on with doing some drilling of our own. Better close the air cart hatches as we don't want to be losing any seed out of that. Right, approaching the easterly point of North Wall, and we can get the GPS configured. I want to make sure the auto width is set, and there should be a course for North Wall drilling. North Wall drill, here we go, fantastic. So let's get the Seed Hawk unfolded. It is quite a beast. And yes, I can see the rows popping up on the GPS indicator. We are on the right track. Row number 2. So we will follow Nordic. And once we're done with North Wall, we are going to move on to Lakeview. And that's going to have canola in, where we will probably need a top-up of the solid fertilizer. So right, let's switch the drill on. Can lower away. And there we go, lower away. Direct drilling. Get the GPS set for the right part of the row driving. There we go. And we're away, drilling our soybeans. Fantastic. So leave this first drilling with us. And of course, this is the first drilling we've done since North Wall was slightly shortened to make way for the cow farm. Yeah, it'd be nice to get some soybeans in here again. And then we'll move on to Lakeview. Soybeans are in. We can fold up, and admittedly missed a couple of patches there, but kindly Nordic saw to clearing up one of the patches, and I did the other on the corner, which I missed. Soybeans are all in now, which is really good. We can navigate ourselves to Lakeview, and Lakeview is probably going to be the biggest field that we're drilling today. So yeah, that's going to be canola. We will have to make sure we get some solid fertilizer before we start. But arrow down and arrow up, which is behind me in the distance here, we are going to be reserving those fields for doing planting next month, and we're going to put corn and sunflowers in those two fields. So that will be exciting for next month. Today is all about drilling, so yeah, we want to move on to Lakeview. That's where canola is going to go. So we've got a good even combination of soybean and canola, and we're doing soybean and canola because those are the two crops we need the most. We have plenty of wheat, barley, oats and so forth, so that is pretty good from our perspective. Lakeview is just to my right here, but I'm gonna have to go over this way to the road because our auger bins, which have got seed and fertilizer in, are in the parking spot just over here, actually between where Hillside and Cowman and Pig Farm field are. It's a good waypoint and parking area that serves all three fields. Here we go, Nordic is topping up his air cart. We can open the hatches. Maybe he'll kindly come and drop some solid fertilizer in here for us. The seed probably should be good because we've got two compartments of seed in this air cart, so just the solid fertilizer into the back compartment, I think it is. Helpful little nudge there just to get the air cart into a better position. And there we go, solid fertilizer going in the rear section there, and that should hopefully satisfy our need for drilling canola in Lakeview. Right, just doing a turnaround, and good opportunity to see that Pig Farm field and Hillside field are being drilled quite nicely with soybeans. So yeah, let's get ourselves turned about for doing the headland. We're going to go counterclockwise and head off in this direction. We'll do the headland this time and then break into the rows. Can't remember whether the rows go up or down or side to side. I think we might have set them side to side to help with the hill situation, but I might be wrong. Alright, last bit of unfolding done. Switch on, lower away, and we can get the canola into Lakeview. And after Lakeview, it's going to be moving on to Cowman and Lakeside, where we're putting soybeans in both of those fields. So yeah, it's going to be quite a good amount of canola and soybeans distributed across those sets of fields. Holding up. Canola is in Lakeview, which is all good. Fairly smooth drilling that. And probably made smoother by the fact it's a little bit slower going up the hill. The rows, I forgot, were configured to up and down rather than side to side, so the Fendt and Xerion do have to battle the hill to get the crops drilled in, but that's okay, they can manage. It's just a little bit of a slower job. And we need to refill before we start work on the next field, which is going to be Cowman, and then we'll probably go straight on to Lakeside, as both those fields are a bit smaller and they are going to house soybeans. I think I probably best get my air cart open, and what we can do is Nordic is in the auger with the seed, I think, so we can hop into the auger with the fertilizer. That's right, we'll need to stop the worker temporarily. There we go. But no, we still want to keep the auger out. Thank you very much. And we can just follow behind Nordic here to top up each air cart. I probably have done a very silly move by blocking the other air cart, which was silly of me. But I did not think that through. There we go. Now we can loop around and yeah, make the same mistake as Nordic and catch the wheels on the big air cart. This is quite chunky wheels, easy to get caught. And we can see the Schluter busy drilling on the right hand side, soybeans into pig farm, and the Jenny has finished drilling in Hillside, which is good news. Right, that has filled up, so what we can do is send the worker back on their way. Hop back in, and we can switch back to soybeans. There we go, only had to go one crop type in the drill cycle. Close the air cart covers, fantastic. And we can get the GPS set for Cowman. Oh, it looks like our Schluter worker has missed a corner here. That's not too much of a problem. We will forgive them for their missing patches. After all, we do miss patches. Well, I do, certainly, quite frequently. But here we go. We're up to the field. Nordic's turn to do the headland. We can get Cowman drill selected. There we go. Fantastic. Luckily, we've done this all before, so we've got all the courses mapped out. So it's just a case of unfolding again. Let Nordic lead the way, and we can get the soybeans in Cowman and Lakeside nicely drilled. We'll see you when we're done. Always nice when the last section is the perfect width of the drill. And that's the soybeans in both Lakeside and Cowman. Managed to get both of those drilled. Better turn the GPS off so we can actually turn. Folding up now, and we'll get the drills back to the yard. And that is all the drilling for this crop season accomplished. We are going to be moving on to planting next month. And I think it is sad to say that that was probably the last time we'll be using the Vadestad Seedhawk drills, because this is going to be the last crop season on Calm Lands, Calm Farm. Now, Nordic and I have been chatting whilst we were drilling, and we're rather annoyed because our auto workers have got stuck. We have got one bulldozer who's doing the levelling of the left-hand bunker, and another bulldozer, or wheel loader I should say, that's got a front bucket on and is loading up the trucks to take the silage to the farm silo. But they have got stuck on one another, so yeah, complete traffic jam down here, and silage has been not processing as efficiently as we would have liked, so we'll have to come and sort that out afterwards. But let's get back to the yard, get the drill washed up, serviced and parked away. And next month it'll be nice to look forward to some planting. We're going to have quite a few fields to plant. Arrow up, arrow down, which are on the west side of the map. We're going to be putting corn and sunflower in those two fields. And then South Bank to the right, where our worker has completed all of the ploughing, which is really handy. So that will be ready to plant as well. Not sure what we'll put in South Bank. Can be either corn, sunflower, or another crop that we can plant. I don't think we'll do cotton again, because we did get quite a good quantity of cotton from last month's harvest. So I don't think we're going to do a root crop either. So we could put sugar beets in there or something that we could plant with the planter. But I think it'll probably be another field of corn or sunflower. Nordic and I will decide next month what is best and what we most need on Calm Lands. But let's head on back. Kindly assisted today by our horseplay workers who have drilled canola in Big Farm and Hillside Field. Thank you very much, chaps. We'll come and tidy up after you later on. Right, that's all washed up, so we can get this parked in the shed for the final time. Always a little bit tricky. The wheels touching the ceiling there. There we go, we have managed it. Rick waiting patiently there for us to come along and park the Fent. But it has been a busy day of drilling. It's on to planting next. And after we've planted, Nordic and I need to set up the sheep farm on Calm Farm before we run out of episodes and get to the end of the series on 100. And we'd also like to set up the airport as well. So yeah, there is quite a lot to do. And then after that, it will be, of course, harvest time, where we'll probably wrap up the series and do our usual fun collectible hunt. But that's it for today. Hope you have enjoyed watching. If you have, remember to drop a like and subscribe if you haven't already. If you've got any tips, tricks or things you'd like us to do, then feel free to leave a comment and check out Nordic's channel for his perspective of today's session. All that's left to say is hope to see you again next time on Calm Lands, and until then, catch you later. Cheers all, bye bye.